Hey folks, it's Gregory here, and some of you have asked for a little studio tour, so that's what I'm going to do today. I just wrapped up my Sunday night stream and figured because I'm waiting for my food anyway, I'll do a little studio tour, because why not? And because I can. So, here goes nothing. So this is my studio right here, and I'm gonna go from left to right. So off camera to the left is some more things. So I'm gonna start there. That is my server, and this cable is a little bit. That right there is my server. That's my server. It features, and yeah, I know I'm repeating myself. Sorry, I have a bit of a brain fart day. But the server has a AMD Ryzen 5 3600, not an X, not an XT, just a regular old 3600, and the autofocus is being dumb. Forgive me. There you go. The autofocus being dumb, and above that we've got, oh come on, autofocus, don't be an idiot. There you go. Above that we've got the monitor, for which I use sometimes to, do some stuff, wow, to control the server sometimes, and that's also where that keyboard is for. So I'm gonna turn off autofocus because autofocus is being a real pain in the ass. So that's it, and that's the monitor that I use for that, and that is the router, which I'm gonna replace with a proper router in the future anyway. And that's a bit of a rubbish corner, so ignore that. All of that will be going away. And that's my big closet and stuff with a mirror. And that would then be the actual work spot, so to say. And yes, that is whiskey and Malibu right in there, and a bottle of Coca-Cola. I've got a literal ancient piece of gaming right here. That's second generation PlayStation 3. I wish it was a first generation, but it's the second generation, so, which doesn't work at the moment, unfortunately. But I'll get it fixed sooner or later. This is my Magic 8 Ball, which is, well, awesome, obviously. And a Rubik's Cube. I can solve those things, actually. Coffee machine, which when I use it, I put down on the ground there because I've got a whole set of sockets back there. That's my mic boom arm with my Elgato Wave 1 mic, fully shock absorbed with a pop filter right in front of it. That, before you ask questions, that is a finished candle. I'll have to replace that. I've got a little JBL smart speaker right there, which I use actually, especially when I want to do things like this. Hey Google, make a fart noise.
This is a fart.
Bullshit like that. So this is my laptop. This is an Asus ROG Strix Scar 2. This features an i7 8750H and an RTX 2070 mobile. Well, it plays games perfectly well, fine. What it doesn't do very well is make content. So then we head over to that. That's the packaging of the processor, and you can see that correctly. That says special edition because there's a special edition i9 in there, 9th gen. So not the newest, but that's fine because I wanted that. That's my headset, Corsair Virtuoso XT, and another candle. I'll press that right now so that looks better. That's my keyboard, a Corsair keyboard. I got a Corsair mousepad, and yes, I do actually have two mice. One of them I have specifically for playing the game O's. because the difference between these two mice is more specifically the fact that that one weighs 140 grams, that one weighs 69 grams. Nice. Yes, I do have a Nintendo Switch, which is hidden behind the monitor, which I'll move elsewhere later down the line. That's my monitor. It's by now ancient. Well, not ancient, but it's pretty old. It's almost a decade old. I think it was manufactured in early 2015. But this is a BenQ BL3200 and BL3200 BT. It's a 4K 2160p 60 Hz, so 2160p 60 monitor with 10-bit color and stuff. I had that since like 2017, and yes, I'm desperate for a replacement, and I know exactly which monitor with what I'm gonna replace that monitor with except the monitors that I want to replace this one with, they are super expensive. So yeah, I'm a bit short on cash, a little bit, but I'll be fine. That's the one machine which makes the magic happen. That is the rig, the one and only workstation and gaming monster that I have. Well, at least for most people, this is pretty darn high end. It features it features that processor, which sits right behind that. And the camera doesn't even do it justice, but in real life, but if you see this thing with your own eyes, it looks so much more beautiful. Things just look worse on camera for whatever reason. Cameras, that's why. And well, it's a 9900 KS. It's a 9th gen i9, 8-core, 16th thread. I've got this one overclocked to 5.2 gigahertz, and at full load with rendering, she draws 215 watts. It's quite a bit of power. And no, you won't be able to cool that with an air cooler. Trust me, I've tried. Not even with an AIO. So, and I've got a very thick 360 millimeter not AIO, what the hell? No, I've got a very thick 360 millimeter radiator in there. It's 55 millimeter thick. I've got a pump rest combo and a block. So this is a custom loop with Corsair components mostly, except for EK tubes and fittings. Then there's an Asus ROG Strix 3080 Ti gaming OC. Want to then Asus limits the BIOS limit power is 450 watts. I wanted to see if I can hack it somehow, get it to go to 525. I don't want to do shunt modding or stuff like that because, well, I just don't. I want to be able to slide a slider, and everything that humanity makes is hackable one way or another. And yes, that's a cardboard divider that will all be hidden once this thing is actually completely done. I still to get this thing completely finished, it's another 1.5k or so. Oh, ridiculous. But yeah, all in all, this system is just awesome. That's my chair. It's literally it's an old chair. I've got that chair once for $100. I screwed some wheels under it, heavy duty wheels. It still works fine, except it's a little bit worn. So that's my mining rig, obviously. I had no reason to put these fans on there. I just did, so because I could. These fans came with that case, but these are LED fans, so that you can't turn. If you want to get rid of the lights while it's running, you have to turn off the fan, which it's not cooling. That's RGB, which, well, obviously is different. That's an Asus RTX 2060 12 gig. It's basically a 2060 Super with a memory bus width of a normal 2060 and the actual GPU of a 2060 Super. So That's an old AF power supply. And AF I mean as fuck, and that is because this one these power supplies came out in like 2014 or maybe earlier. I have no idea. But hey, it still works. It's not dead yet, and it's almost a decade old, so whatever. This is a little prototype I made a few years ago when I had a summer break from school. My school had 3D printers, Ultimaker 3, and it was middle of the coronavirus pandemic, so I had one of the 3D printers at my place because my teachers loved me. That's why. This is a brake caliper. This used to be the rear brake caliper of my bicycle, electric bicycle. This supposed to be my iFixit kit. And got a second Corsair mousepad here, because why not? This is the remote control. Yes, I know. This fell off. But oh well. This is remote control for my speaker set. Just technically a 5.1 surround speaker set, but I don't have the space for a surround sound set, so I just have the two speakers, one right there and one right there. That's and this is my Google Home thing. I used to have a second generation Google Chromecast, but when I bought, I was in need of an upgrade, so I got a new Chromecast. So, and I will never go back. But it's awesome. And Razer Stargazer webcam. I want to replace that with a proper Elgato face cam sometime, because that camera is 720. That camera is 720p, 60 FPS, and I want to upgrade to 1080p, 60 FPS, maybe even 2160, 2160p 60 FPS. Why? Because I can, to be honest. Yeah. So that wraps up the studio tour, and yeah, that's pretty much my studio. That was the studio tour. If you liked what you saw, and you want to see more, or want to know more information, feel free to join any of my Discord servers, because, well, why not? Because you can. And you know what? Feel free to ask any questions in any of my Discord servers. React in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, why not subscribe to the channel, and why not like the video? I want to do more. I would love to do more of these things. I will be getting a little tripod soon. Soon-ish, at least. Hopefully as soon as possible, so I can, do some more content. Content like this, basically, more IRL content. So there's that, and I hope you enjoy, and see you with the next one.